Hello guys, Crispy here, welcome back to another video. In this part, my friends, I'm gonna be testing a GeForce GTX 680 in XDefiant. This one is the Asus DirectCU 2 version of the card. We are running it with the latest Nvidia drivers available to it, which are already old because this is a Kepler GPU from 2012. Holy! You can see here that I'm not manually overclocking it, and you can check out all of its specs right here in Tech Power-Up's GPU Z. This is the 2GB GDDR5 variant of the card, by the way. There's also a 4GB model that I don't have, unfortunately, and you can see the release date right there, 2012. It's 12 years old, guys. Now, in CPU Z, you can see that we're pairing it with the i7 4770K. I overclocked it to 4.5 GHz, as you can see right there. It's running at 4.5, and in Task Manager on the left you can see that we're pairing it with 16GB of DDR3 in dual channel, 2400 MHz, which is very fast for DDR3. Let's get to the game now. Shall we? Alright, let's go over the settings first. I'm starting at 1080p resolution using the DirectX 11 API because we can't even choose the X12 with this card, and the low settings preset aside from the resolution scale because the preset sets this to 75%. I'm setting it to 100%, so it is native 1080p resolution. I don't like how this menu always seems to stutter a little bit the first time that I'm scrolling through it, but okay, let's play the game now. Okay, here we go. That frame time graph is pretty thick, guys, but it is alright feeling. You know, I can't really feel any stuttering issues or even the micro stutters here, so it's fine. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's go this way. Okay, let's go. Try to get that one. There it is. First kill. Little bit of a stutter right there. It might actually be stuttering slightly because of the VRAM in this card. You know, we only have 2GB of VRAM with this GTX 680, and that's probably not enough, right? Yeah, look at that. Over in this area, the VRAM allocation did drop a little bit into the 1800 megabyte zone, and you can see that the frame time also flattened out quite a bit there. It's a little bit smoother at this point. Wait, there we go. Good stuff. Okay, this is ours. Come on, come on. Okay, there's another one. What is going on? What is going on? They're shooting at us. I don't even see where they are. Okay, all good. Another one, please. Ow, that was so close. Also, the CPU usage is quite high sometimes. It spikes up to like 90%, 80%. Maybe it was at the start, and maybe it was also another cause of stuttering here. We're also utilizing a very old CPU by today's standards, of course, but it doesn't seem to bottleneck the GTX 680, and that's what I was going for, really. Instead of pairing this with like the Ryzen 5 3600X, I thought, well, it would be quite cool to check out a 10-year-old CPU in this game as well, or like 11-year-old, I think. Maybe it came out in 2013. So I think it's safe to assume that the frame time graph was thick at the beginning because of the CPU. Maybe loading things in the map, you know, we just started after all. So anyway, let's keep on going here. 75 FPS average, that's pretty decent. They're all walking around with each other. Jesus Christ. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. See that? Oh, they all walk together here. It's interesting. They know how to play the game. You're probably a squad or something. Yeah, it's gonna be quite hard to win this one. Alright, level 11. Good stuff. Hello there. There we go. Dropping sometimes into the 60s, but I mean, it is a playable experience, right? It's not super enjoyable because it does stutter here and there sometimes, but it's not terrible either. I could definitely play the game. If all I had was a GTX 680, I'd be happy with this, especially given that this game just came out in 2024, and this is a 12-year-old GPU that's running it at native 1080p resolution. Oh. Oh, no, not from behind you. Oh my god, who are you shooting at? Your friends? They shoot at everyone. Literally everything that moves, they're shooting at it. But you know what? I really like to see this, guys. A game in 2024 that can run on Kepler GPUs. That's insane. That's like unheard of, actually. I think, unless you're talking about like indie titles and stuff like that. No, 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 no! God! They're getting to my nerves, my friends. Fight. What the hell? Okay, okay. You know what? You know what? Yeah, forget to throw my wall around, and I should definitely do it more often because it's a protection for it. Good. Reload. Oh, I got my ultimate. I got my. Why do I walk so slowly with this? Come on. There we go. Come on. Come on. Okay, there it is. All good. Guys, help me. He got me. Close loss. Oh. So yeah, with 74 FPS average, come on, I can't complain about this. This is a 680, 12-year-old GPU. It has no right to be playing games that released in 2024, right? Yet it's doing it absolutely fine in this one. Let's go down to 900p resolution, 1600 by 900, utilizing exactly the same settings, the low settings preset. All right, I'm gonna try a weapon that I haven't tried yet, and whoa, like the 100 FPS are actually feeling quite a bit different compared to the 70 FPS with a few stutters here and there. Actually, the 1% lows are even better than they were before as well. There's a grenade somewhere. Okay, it exploded. Good. Oh, enemy guy. Oh, okay. This is gonna be hard. Yeah, gotta get used to this weapon, guys. God, okay, we got him. Now they know that I'm coming from here, so I think I'm just gonna go over to this side. Okay. It's all good. Can we get that one? Come on. Nice. No, not from behind. Come on. Barrier. Thank you. Oh, I got out of the protection of the barrier there. Okay. The CPU utilization is a little bit higher than it was in the previous map, of course, because now we're putting a little bit more stress into it. Because, you know, we lowered the resolution, the GPU can stretch its legs a little bit more. The CPU needs to keep up, and it is keeping up and providing 98-99% GPU utilization still. So it's still GPU bound all of the time with this i7 with the overclock. Although I think without the OC, if we kept it at 3.9 gigahertz, which is the default for this CPU, it would probably be bottlenecking it a little bit. So yeah, basically, if you're looking for a high refresh rate experience, a quad core with 8 threads and a decent clock speed at 4.5 gigahertz or higher, it will do the job absolutely fine, as you can see in this particular map. Not sure if it's because we lowered the resolution or not, but it's not really stuttering at all. I can't feel micro stuttering issues. I can't feel the bigger spikes that we saw at 1080p, so maybe those bigger spikes were VRAM related. Jesus, why are you camping there? We got all of the objectives at the moment, but they're conquering the first one over there, the A objective. All right, another one down. Yeah, I'm doing really well with the M4, guys. Don't know what came to my mind, thinking, yeah, let's try the Scar L or whatever, Scar Age. No, M4 is where it's at. Beautiful gun, beautiful FPS, beautiful GPU. I just love this. This is perfect. I mean, I'm having a blast right now. On a GTX 680. Kind of crazy again. Oh boy. Oh, no. There's a little robot coming after us. We got 13 kills so far. All good. Around 100 FPS average. Again, on a high refresh rate monitor, 100 FPS is very different from like 75 FPS and 60 FPS. So this feels quite a lot better here at 900p resolution, and I think I would consider this experience, unless you played on like a 1080p monitor, native resolution, you know. God. With 60 FPS locked, then since you'll not be maxing out the GPU usage, the input lag will be a little bit better than the 75 FPS that we were seeing in the previous game. Oh, damn it. And I believe if you lock it to 60 FPS, the frame time will become aligned, so it would be a little bit more stable at the very least compared to unlocked FPS at 1080p. But this right here is already high refresh territory, and I think it's definitely worth utilizing 900p if you don't mind dropping that resolution. Or maybe drop the resolution scale at the 1080p as well. So like 85% or 75%, it still doesn't look terrible, and it should give you around the same FPS as we're seeing here at the 900p resolution. There we go, victory is ours. 101 FPS average, 1% lows at 57, because when we die there's always a little stutter, and we died quite a few times. But yeah, this perfect experience, basically. Nothing to complain about on a 680, man. It just goes to show you that you don't need the latest and greatest specs to actually enjoy gaming. You know, there are plenty of older titles as well that look better than this one at the same time that will run on a GTX 680 absolutely flawlessly. So yeah, these old PCs still have a place in the market, in my opinion. Okay, lastly, I'm dropping it down to 720p resolution to try to achieve an even higher refresh rate experience. It should still be playable, visual quality-wise. Alright guys, look at this. We're finally starting to see a little bit of fluctuation on that GPU usage side of things. It's down to the low 90s. I was looking at the FPS, that doesn't count. 8 HP. That was so close. But we're definitely having a higher refresh rate experience right now, even though we're reaching the limits of what the i7 4770K with the overclock can do. It seems to be good for like... come on, there we go. 120 FPS. But yeah, the 680 sometimes is maxed out as well. But that means that if we had a little bit faster of a CPU, especially in the single core performance department, we'd be seeing a little bit higher FPS as well. Possibly like 5 to 10 more FPS on average. Not that big of a difference, but yeah, there would be a difference. Anyway, chances are most people are not playing with a 680 and a better CPU than an i7 4th gen overclocked. So there's that. This is even faster than something like 1st gen Ryzen, for example, and 2nd gen Ryzen. So it's a pretty impressive little processor for sure. And we should definitely try to make a little review of it in 2024 one of these days. I believe even though this is 11 years old, the CPU, it should be capable of playing a ton of titles, especially with Nvidia's frame generation, or FSR3 with frame generation, but the Nvidia one works a little bit better. Yeah, can't wait to check that out, actually. All right. Oh, no! But well, guys, I guess that's about it for this one. This is just ending right now. A couple of more points. Yep, there we go. We lost it. 124 FPS average, 62% lows. So you can indeed get a high refresh rate competitive experience with a GTX 680. That's incredible, right? And this entire PC just goes to show you that you don't need a super beefy PC to enjoy games, even in 2024. It will consume a lot more power than a recent system with this kind of performance, but it's a lot of fun. And you can build something like this for what, 150 bucks? Crazy, right? Thanks very much for watching, though. That's been it for this one. I'll hopefully catch you in the next one very soon. And as always, love you all. Bye-bye.